Okay guys, Endo's back. We're going to do a quick omelet this morning, a nice vegetarian omelet. Simple. I got a little bit of diced onion, a little bit of diced portobello, some raw broccoli florets. I have a little bit of kale and some asparagus tips. A little bit of olive oil in my pan. Very simple. You're going to sweat this, roast it up a little bit. You're going to add your eggs. You're going to fold this thing over. You can stuff this thing with goat cheese, whatever you like, whatever kind of cheese, or just leave it plain. I haven't seasoned my eggs, vegetables in any way. This is just plain, straight in the pan. Saute it up real quick. We season everything in the pan. All you're going to need is a rubber spatula. Just over a quick medium heat. Saute this. It'll take a few minutes. And again, it's to how you like it. You like your vegetables crunchy. It's medium in an omelet. You like to keep them fresh, not overly cooked in an omelet. Toss this real quick. Very simple. So you have some portobello, some of the onion, in large chunks. It really doesn't matter. I mean, if you want to get very specific and dice your onions into a small brunoise, that's fine. But this is like a rough kind of home style omelet. Try to keep your asparagus in the pan. And very delicious, very simple. All I have here is like 5 eggs and a little bit of water. Whip those up, no salt, no pepper. Not yet, I'll just salt and pepper everything in the pan. Just eggs, water, diced up a few vegetables, and I diced these up on the paper plate. No messed up cutting boards. When you're done with that, you just toss them out. You get like 500 of those at Costco's, like $8. They're a great little trick in the kitchen. Keep from messing up dirty plates and dirtying up things you don't need to dirty up. You know, that's the downside of cooking is you got to clean up, you know, right? So, but anyway, this is looking good. These broccoli florets are a little large for this, but it's okay. It's going to continue to cook. Now we have some nice color on our mushrooms. Our onions becoming translucent. When we have a little bit of kale in there for that bitterness. But all in all, the vitamins and everything are in the vegetables. We don't want to cook out too much. What we're going to do is cook this a little more. Hit our eggs in the pan. And I like American cheese in my omelets. Mostly goat cheese and things like that. Or, you know, a specialty item, Gouda, things of that nature, whatever kind of cheese you like. You don't have to add cheese at all. You can just fold this thing over real quick. And I think I'm good here. Is what we're going to do. Spread out your vegetables in your pan. I don't know if I did that roll omelet, so we're going to roll an omelet here today. What I mean by roll is when this thing cooks off the sides, we're going to roll this back and more of the egg will go underneath and keep it cooking. See how this works. Not really difficult. But again, you need to season this. I have my little salt and pepper blend. A little sea salt pepper mixture. You know, salt is not necessary if you have a sodium problem. This takes just a few minutes. We don't want to rush this. We don't want to get it too hot because the bottom will brown too much on you. You know, it's a slow process, but it needs to be on a medium heat so that it continues to cook and cook off. Because the nice Teflon pans, they're, you know, they're standard. They're good for what they're designed for, but you still have to control your heat. If you get this too hot, it's still going to not look right. And I'll show you what I mean. We'll just roll this off the sides when it starts to cook. We want it to cook one layer at a time, and then we'll roll this back, allowing our egg mixture to flow underneath. And let's see. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. It looks good, huh? A little bit of pepper, salt, eggs, veggies. That's it. That's all that's in the pan, and olive oil. Try not to use too much whole butter. I like olive oil just for the simple fact that it's good cholesterol and it's delicious. So what we have here, we'll go around our pan. And again, this is a process you really can't rush. you need to just take your time, relax here for a second. Don't get too, or you're just going to have a big pan of scrambled eggs. You want to try to make this look right when you're done with it. We want to get it to where we can flip it and not have so much egg on the top that it's going to make a huge mess. So that's why we have to roll this omelet back, and then we'll put our American cheese and fold it over. Looks good. That's what I'm having today, is a little slice of American in there. Try to, it's not sticking. Now at this point you can start rolling it. Roll that liquid back under there. Let it cook a little more. Come over to this side of the pan. This is looking good. It's working well so far. Roll more liquid back under. Let that cook off a little bit. I'm going to come to this side of the pan. Pour more of that liquid. Again, under. Now you see what I mean? I'm reducing the surface liquid so that I can flip this entire omelet without making a huge mess in this little tiny kitchen. I'm going to add just a touch more salt. As you can see, some of the egg mixture takes time to cook that's floating underneath, so you can't rush this. And you're probably going to have to roll this a couple of more times. Maybe once in this area. So let's just go ahead and do that. Some of that liquid over there. Rolling it in some more. Okay. But as you can see, it's starting to cook off nicely. The egg mixture's starting to firm up. At this point, you get it to shake. Oh yeah, it's turning around in the pan. It's smooth. It's nice. Let it cook a little more. And when you feel confident, just flip it. Now, see, I might have had my heat a little too high and rushed this, because I do get impatient when I'm doing this. But still, that's not burnt. It's delicious. I'm going to put some American cheese in there. And at this point, this omelet's done. Okay. All we're going to do is set the egg up on the other side. As soon as it starts to move on its own, like so, I'm going to twirl it around. Flip it over. Oh my own. Look at that. Beautiful vegetarian omelet. You see the chunks, onion, the broccoli, the portobello, the asparagus tips. You have that little bit of kale in there for that bitter green, full of vitamins. Oh yeah. Anyway, quick omelet tip. I hope that looks good to you. It looks great to me. Bon appetit. This is Ando signing out. See you later.